Good morning. We're going to start today with a modified version of a sun salutation. For those of you who are newer to yoga or maybe are dealing with a little injury, a little modifications sometimes make it really doable, and we're going to move a little slower so you can follow along, all right? And even for those of you who've been doing sun salutations for a long time, this is a great way to start the day. So go ahead and rest your hands down onto your knees, close your eyes, and let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths together. So inhale, align your spine, lift and open your heart, fill your lungs as completely as possible. And exhale, relax any tension that you're holding in your shoulders, relax your face, neck, and jaw. And let's do that again. Deep breath in, fill your belly, rib cage, all the way up to your heart. And a long, slow exhale. And one more time, deep breath in, and long, slow exhale. With your eyes closed, go ahead and set your intention. And if you're unsure of a word or a phrase that reinforces a positive way that you want to feel, go ahead and just pick the word peace or joy. And think about how you can bring more peace and joy into your life today. Think about what you can say yes to and what maybe you should say no to. Bring your hands together in prayer. Take one more breath in, reach your arms all the way out and up. You can look up and watch your palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. And by the way, it's awesome if you can find a space outside to do your sun salutations. I highly recommend that. Let's go ahead and sit back to child's pose, hips back to heels, forehead to the mat. Remember, you always want to honor and protect your body. So if there's anything that we're doing that doesn't feel good for you, rest and wait until we get to the next pose. Shift your weight forward onto your hands and knees. Slide your hands under your shoulders and your knees under hips. We're going to start with cat-cow. Very easy opening of the spine. Lift your tailbone up to the sky. Pull your shoulders back from your ears. Lift your collarbone and your heart. Exhale, press through your palms, round your spine. Bring your chin towards your chest. Hollow your belly, push through your hands. Inhale, lift the tailbone, open the heart, drop the ribcage to the mat. Exhale, push through the palms, round the spine, chin to chest. Really flexing your spine to the sky. One more time. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the ribcage, open the heart. Exhale, press the palms, hollow the belly, and push with your hands into your mat. Inhale, back to a neutral spine. You're going to walk your hands a little bit out in front of you. We're going to come into downward facing dog. Go ahead and curl the toes, lift the hips up to the sky, and press your hands into your mat. Bend your left knee, drop your right heel down to get a good stretch through your right calf. And then bend your right knee, drop your left heel towards the back edge of the mat, getting a stretch through your left calf. And continue to pedal that right and left. Now at any time you want to drop back into child's pose and just rest for a moment, you are welcome to do that. One more pedal right and one more pedal left. It's most important that you honor and protect your body. Release your knees back to the mat. Modified version of plank is with bent knees. We're going to bend the elbows, and what I want you to think about doing is sliding them right by your rib cage, leading with your chest. So your hips are still up until your chest touches down. We're going to inhale into a baby cobra. So if your back is sensitive, stay a little lower. It's all good. Pull your elbows down from your ears and in towards your spine. Press through your knuckles and your palms. Release your chest back onto your mat and push back into child's pose, resting your hips back to your heels. Rest. Let's do that again. Inhale, shift forward, bent knees to the mat, modified plank. Exhale, elbows slide by the rib cage, lower to your mat. Inhale into a baby cobra. Reach through your toes, pull your shoulders back and down. Come back down onto your belly. Push up with bent knees, child's pose, hips back to heels. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, shift the weight into your hands, keep your knees bent. And if you're more advanced, feel free to straighten your legs and follow along with more advanced versions. You know the modifications, right? So do what feels good for you. Come into your back bend, breathe in, come onto your belly, push with your hands, come back to child's pose. Reset your intention. So it's okay to go a little slower and do a little less. Shift the weight into your hands, curl your toes. Let's come into downward facing dog. Look back towards your feet. Make sure your feet are hip bone distance. Bend your left knee, drop your right heel. We're walking the dog, pedaling out right and left. Getting that great stretch of the calves and the ankles. Now I want you to look up to your hands and walk your feet forward between your hands. And for some of you that might take 10 steps, and for others you can take 2 big steps. Either way, line up your toes at the front edge of your mat. Slide your hands to your shins. This is halfway lift. I want a straight line from the crown of your head out through your tailbone. So straighten your legs, pull your heart forward, pull your shoulders back. Feel a straight line from the crown of the head out through your tailbone. And then exhale, round your spine, come into forward fold. Bring your chin to your chest. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Belly scoops in and up. Shoulders pull back and down. Exhale, round your spine, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now we're coming up to standing, so we're going to do reverse swan dive. I want you to keep your knees bent. Press through the feet, reach your arms all the way out and up. Big breath in, palms touch out over your head. And then mountain pose, stand up really tall. Pull your shoulders back and down from your ears. Scoop the belly in and press through your feet. Inhale, sun salutation. Now we're going to do a modified version. Reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold, diving out of it, relaxing your neck at the bottom. Chin to chest, nose to knees. Halfway lift. Belly pulls in, shoulders pull back and down. Exhale, forward fold. Putting all of this together, you're going to step back with your right knee. So your right knee is going to touch the mat. Left knee touches back, hips to heels, child's pose. Inhale, shift into your hands, keeping your knees bent, or feel free to straighten your legs if you want to do a full plank. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower down to the mat. Inhale into your back bend, hug your elbows in, make sure your shoulders, if they're hiking up here, train them to be pulled back and down. Great for posture. Release back onto your belly, push back to child's pose, hips to heels. Pause for a moment, and then you can either stay there or come back into downward facing dog. Pressing through the palms, feet hip bone distance apart, tailbone to the sky, get that good full body stretch. And then look to your hands and walk your feet forward so you're lining up your toes at the front edge of your mat. Once you get there, halfway lift, pull your shoulders back, scoop your belly in and up. Exhale, forward fold, round your spine, relax your neck. Come up to standing, take a huge breath in, reach for the sky, press through your feet, so feel that opposition. And then exhale, pause with your hands at heart center, and we'll begin again on the other side. Inhale, reach out and up. A little bit of a back bend here, reaching up and back. Stretch the whole front line of the body. Exhale, big dive out, forward fold. Relax your neck at the bottom, chin to chest. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Pull your shoulders back, lift and lengthen through your tailbone. Round your spine, forward fold. Big lunge back with your left knee down to the mat. Lift and open your heart. And then step to child's pose. So right knee is going to meet the left knee, hips back to heels, forehead to the mat. Inhale, shift into your hands, modified or full plank, so bent knee or straight leg. Elbows bend, lower all the way down to your mat. Inhale, open up into your Cobra. Should feel really good. Exhale, back, press to your hands, child's pose. Shift forward, curl your toes, downward facing dog. Pressing all the way back, get that great stretch. Look to your hands, walk your feet forward, take your time, line up your toes at the front edge of your mat. Halfway lift, a huge breath in, bring that positive energy in. Exhale, round your spine, let it go. Come up to standing, reverse swan dive. Inhale, reach for the sky. And then exhale, pause with your hands at heart center. We're going to do one more round through. So the goal of the sun salutation is to take your body through full range of motion, get it ready for the new day, set positive intention, and of course build a little heat in the body. So you should be getting a little bit warmer. One more round through. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, dive out, forward fold. Stay with me here. Halfway lift, inhale. Amazing way to start the day, especially when you add a green smoothie after this. Exhale, forward fold. Right knee lunges back. Lift your heart, pull your shoulders back, pause, and then child's pose. Hips to heels, forehead to the mat. Flow with your breath. Inhale, so we're moving a little bit faster this time. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back bend. Maybe your back's a little warmer and you can come a 1/4 of an inch higher. Exhale, release down, press back, child's pose. Downward facing dog, curl your toes, lift your tailbone, press back, breathe and hinge. Then look to your hands and walk your feet forward, front edge of your mat. Take a moment to line up your toes, it's really important. Halfway lift, inhale, scoop the belly in, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold, round your spine, let your neck go. Rise up to standing, take a huge breath in, reach for the sky. Exhale, last time through, big dive out. You're doing great, stay with it. Halfway lift, inhale, look forward. Exhale, round your spine, relax your neck, big lunge back, left foot. Be mindful that you're lifting and opening your heart, pull your shoulders back. And then child's pose from here, hips to heels, forehead to the mat. Inhale, shift your weight into your hands, modified plank with bent knees. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower down. Inhale, last back bend. Again, if your back's feeling good, come up a little bit higher. Really press through the pads of the hands. Release out onto your belly, child's pose. Last time here, reset your intention. And then downward facing dog last time. Let's take 3 breaths in downward dog and really feel your hands pressing and grounding into the mat, your heels reaching back and down, your tailbone reaching up high, your belly pulling in, and your breath smooth in and out through your nose. Look to your hands and walk your feet forward. Line them up at the front edge of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up to standing with your breath in, reach for the sky. And then mountain pose, mindful of your posture, shoulders back and down. Bring your hands together through prayer. As we began, we'll end, so 3 breaths in and out through the nose, 3 sun breaths. Inhale, look up, watch your palms touch. Exhale, positive energy in and back to your heart center space. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, ground through your feet, stretch your hands up to the sky. Exhale. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Now go drink a lot of water, have a great day, and drink a green smoothie with it. You're going to have an amazing day full of energy, prana, and your life force are fueled and ready to go. Namaste.